Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another update in my palette challenge for you, and yo, I have so much laying here. Can you see? So much. So we're gonna start off with the procs that I had, like the shadows that I've been using this month or the past month. So we have the FMGT shadow, this one here, as you can see. There's a nice pan going on. I'm super excited about that, but it's also a putty texture, right? So it just gets moved around a lot. But yeah, I've been using this daily, just on top of the other shadows I have. I just need some shimmer, right? So this is what that one looks like. It's almost gone, right? And it's also at the point where it's getting a little crumbly. A few more months and it will be gone. But obviously it's not empty. And then this one's also not empty, but I have been using it a little. This is the Nude Sticks Magnetic Matte Eye Color in Taupe. Just a shadow stick. I don't know how well you can see, but I have been using it just underneath on the lower lashes. It's a nice color. It builds up easily, which is good, but also if you want just a faint shadow underneath, don't go in too harsh. But so far I like it. I didn't have to sharpen it yet. I don't know, maybe, sometimes you have pencils, crayons, whatever, they just break off. Like every time you sharpen them, they just break off. I don't know how this is going to be, but so far I've used it like 2 or 3 times. I liked it. I don't know how else I would incorporate it into a look, apart from the lower lashes, because it's a taupe color. It's a bit too dark. And also it's a stick formula, it's very creamy, so I don't think I can put something else on top. But I don't know if I could put this on top of another shadow. I have to play with this a bit more, but I have used it. I'm excited about that. We're just moving on with this one. I used this one up. This is the Natasha Denona one, Muse from the I Need Nude palette. This was in the Fantastic box, and as you can see, it is fully gone. This was a mess to use. I don't know if I have a video of that, but it was absolutely terrible to use. I did not like the way it looked, and if the whole palette is this quality, I'm so happy I don't have that palette. That is gone. It's just a single shadow, so it's not taking up that much space, right, compared to... Right, but it's still one shadow empty, which is exciting for me, and that means I can get rid of it. I can actually recycle it, and it's out of my house. And also, in the past month, apparently, I just checked my list, I also hit pan on it and used it up. What does that tell you? Something else that I have used up, I'm super excited about that, is... Would you stay, please? The Colourpop Quad. So the glitter shade I'm not using, so these 2 matte shades are gone. And what I did is I used these 2 and then one from the No White palette, and I did a Franken shadow out of that. That way I could use up 3 shadows at once. So spoiler, yes, the one in here is also empty. I don't know, like I had such a epiphany, such a high IQ, like IQ 1000, to put all of these 3 together, because they were kind of similar. They were all warm, brown, terracotta shades, like they looked like a warm brown on the eyes. It's gone. It's gone. This, I can finally call this quits. And this was already gone like in the beginning of the month, but I kept the quad because I wanted to do the update for the Colourpop project, and then also for today, it's just a quad. So these 2 things, they might not take up that much space, but it's still, I mean, look at it. If you put them together, it's quite chunky. So I'm happy they're out. The No Matte one, it looks like this currently. So the shadow that I put in there was a Nightclub, I think? I'm not sure, but that's completely gone. So the only shadow that I have left to use in this palette is a blending shade. Yes, it's still there. Hold on. It's still there. Barely, but it is still there. Would you have believed this? That the blending shade is the last one standing? My god. And then also, technically, the red one is still there because that's in the blush. The last shadow to use in this palette itself is the blending shade. I'm so excited about that. And I should be able to do this in a few weeks, a few days even. It should be doable. After that, when this shadow is gone, I will actually get rid of the palette, but the wet one is not counted as empty because, like I said, it's still in the blush. And that blush, I feel like that will be here for 5 years because it's very pigmented. Just one shadow left using this, and then we're done. I might actually be able to finish this palette this year. You will see the update next year in January, obviously, but I might be able to. Oh, that would be so nice. So this is obviously still staying in the collection. It's not empty yet. One shadow left, but it just didn't really make it. I'm going to leave the one who have a lot to talk about for last. My Coast to Cold palette by Colourpop. This is what it currently looks like. I'm using these 2 and the blending shade. I haven't touched this one. I did a how does video on it, and that's the only time I use it. because I feel like these two are very similar, and there's actually absolutely no use for me to use this one. Because how would I do this? I use this on the eyes, this in the outer corner, and in the crease. But would I put this one? It's too similar. So, you know, my idea is I'm going to use this one up first, and then when I'm done with it, I'm going to use this. Now, ideally, this would be left to use with this, you know, combine it just like this look. But you see the pen. I don't know if it's going to be around for that long to be able to use this one up as well. This is what that one looks like. We're doing very well. It might not look like much, but it is a lot. And then last but not least, can you guess what it is? This palette is the bane of my existence. So it's a Joker palette by Catrice. This is what it currently looks like. I have taken these two out, so this is Scarred Smile and Lucky You, and I put them into a single pan. Jesus Christ, what the hell? Single pans from the actual Coast to Cold palette. Even have the names on the back, you know, it's like, oh, no, I'm gonna use them because when I did my How Will This video, I will link that here in the card. These two were not that bad, right? Which was a surprise to me because have you seen the rest of the palette? It's not good. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take these two out. This Scarred Smile was in a, I think those pans look nice, but they're a pain in the ass to use, like absolutely terrible. So I figured, well, why not put them into a round pan? It's much easier to use. It's much more, you know, practical, whatever. They are so bad. I have video proof and I have picture proof of how bad these actually are. I will put the video in here while I talk of it, but I put Lucky You, the pastel matte shade, all of the lid, and then I try to use Scarred Smile in the crease because it's obviously darker. Now I don't care if the crease shadow has shimmer in. As you can see from this here, this has a lot of shimmer, glitter, whatever it is. I don't mind that, right? Makeup is supposed to be fun, and if I like it, then I like it. So I tried to put it into the crease, and I will play the video now. It's not nice. So, I mean, first off, you can see the whole fallout that I have on my cheeks. And look at this shimmer shade. Look at it. What, like, there's a stripe of shimmer just in the crease, and the rest did not stick. Yes, you can see, like, I'm not having that. The pastel one, I had to go in like 4 times to make it look opaque. I don't know what, like, in the How Will This video, I actually liked the shadow. But then when I started using it, it was terrible. And as you can see, I had a pen on it because I had to use it so many times. This is gone because this crumbled and it shadowed and literally fell on the floor. It was not nice to clean up. Moving on, I also have a video of the shimmer. Like, I went in twice with a micellar water and you can still see the glitter and shimmer it. Whatever glitter was in the Scarred Smile one, I could not get that off. I could not. Terrible. The next picture is this one with the Natasha Denona shimmer shadow on top. Do you see this? What is this mess? The pastel one is absolutely atrocious. It's so patchy, it does not look good. And then the shimmer one from the Natasha Denona. I need a new palette, you know, it's obviously the single shadow, but you know, it's from, like, what is this? I always say that I'm not good at makeup, but I'm not that bad at makeup. Like, it should not look like this. That was it. That was the video and photo proof that this one absolutely sucks. The Scarred Smile one, we're not even going to talk about that. And the Natasha Denona one, there's a reason why it's empty. I had to go in so many times to make it look opaque. I think I did a video on that. Get ready with me. I will link it here. Terrible. Absolutely atrocious. So I'm happy that these 3 are out. That was everything that I want to show you, and it's quite a lot. My total is now 79 shadows. So it's a lot of empty products and use up things, but it's also, you know, declutters because it's just not that. No. I gave it a fair chance. You know, I was so excited that these 2 shadows are actually working nicely. The goals would be for next month to do another How Will This video. I'm dreading it. I'm actually dreading it because this is a pastel, and you know how well these pastel shadows work. They don't. I have hopes for Sneer, maybe. Like, there's some other shadow on top, as you can see. So I will clean it, and maybe Sneer will look nice. Yeah, How Will This video for that? Ultimate goal will be to use up the Nomad blending shade, because that will be the whole palette empty. And then, finally, still within the year of 2024, I can use a new palette in my How Will This series, and it is the Luvia one, Matte Mosaic. So yes, all matte shadows. Do you see why I need shimmer shadows in my life? This is what that one looks like. Well, oh, there you go. Technically like this, right? They look absolutely gorgeous, and I'm super excited to get to it. This is a beautiful shade. This is beautiful. Like, these 3. The pink one, I'm not really a fan of color, but you know, we will get there. We will see how they perform. This will be the new Panda palette for next year, along with obviously the Culpa one. And then, I mean, this is the main project, and this is just a side quest because this is like the annoying side quest. I will actually skip this one because it's again the blending shade. It's called Soft Tan. Skip that one, and then we move on to these. And again, they're very neutral. I'm just not lucky with shadows. I love neutral shadows, right? I switched from very colorful shadows to neutral ones, but these are as neutral as they can get, right? Like if you look at these, for example, these are also neutral. Even the green one, if you count it. But yeah, we're starting with these two. I don't know how well you can see, but I used this one with an angled brush. I think I used that in my brows. So if that works nice in the brows, there's another way to use it up. That was it. That was my update, the last update for this year. Wow. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know how your projects are going. Project Panda Palette, whatever it is. And I see you in the next one. And I see you next year.